Okay, so I'm going to go over to where that idle is. Oh, let me do this. Let's see if you can see it. Okay, now you see your program open, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is why you probably, did you do any pseudocode first and kind of plan out the problem?
Me and Michael did, and
Do you have
it
it?
didn't.
Do you have the pseudocode? Because the pseudocode should match. Okay, if I go up here, let me find that project and open it also.
Let's see if I can't find it. I think I might have deleted it because I was getting frustrated.
Okay, well, we need to go to that section first and do like the pseudocode. Oh, fine, that problem. Okay, so you should be able to take your code from, okay, let me go to where your Python is for project 1. Let's see, that's on the drive. Let me go here. Oh, I should have it downloaded in this file folder called students. Let's see, students copy. It would have been P1 CC. No, here's a CW. Project 1. Oh, it must. Well, that's strange. It should have been in there. Cook, Hunter, Fun.
I still have it if you need it.
Oh, it's on your Google Drive. I'll just get it off of there. Projects. Okay. Oh.
When you took it off my Google Drive, so
I
I'll put
did?
it back in. Yeah, someone took it off my Google Drive because I opened up my projects folder the other day and it was gone. I was like, wait, what?
Well, then you probably need to take that folder and take the edit off of it. Because no one should be messing with your folders. Now, all I do is download them.
It's in there now.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so if I download this one. Oh, yours was called something different. Maybe that's why it's probably there. Project.py. That's probably it right there. I probably already have it. Let's see. You didn't name it the same.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. My professor.
Let's see. Where's it at?
It's in the projects folder now. I put it back in there.
Yeah, I saw that, but I've already got it downloaded, so I didn't want to download it again. Open with idle. Okay, there we go. All right, so did this one run? Let's see. How did this one do? Make sure. Welcome to our furniture website, and we said 2 lamps and 3 and 595. Good. All right, so this right here is the main part of your project. Excuse me. Your project. And now, let me look at the Word document here. Okay, so it says the program will prompt Mathis Brothers buying clerk to first enter the number of desk lamps they wish to purchase, then ask them the number of coffee tables. So the first project already did this. Next, you would ask the type of wood of the coffee tables, which that's where you would call a function. Then the program would compute the cost of their purchase and print that to the console. So here's what the function should do. And you can either have it return. I didn't tell you whether you had to pass a parameter. I just told you to use an if-else and to use named constants. Okay, so for inventory, you need to request the type of wood and include the file. Okay, so you can either declare these constants at the top of your main program, or you can declare them in your function and then pass back what the dollar, whichever one they used. So if we go over here, so our pseudocode in this get up another Word document to put beside it. So let's just say that we're going to pseudocode our function first. So we're going to say our function, we can do it a couple of ways. We can say df, and like you called it, would type is the name of the function, and we're going to pass. Wait, is that what we want to call it? Because we're actually going to pass. If we do the input in the main, where all our other input is, then we're going to pass the actual would type. So we'll just call it WT. Okay, we're going to pass the would type in. And so inside this function, what we want to do, the first thing is we want to set up an if-else. And this should actually be a string that was passed. So we want to say if.
Sorry, I lost internet for a second.
Okay, so here we want to say if would type is the same as, let's see, let's say they put mahogany. If wood type's the same as mahogany, then we would say, what do we want to call it? If it's the same as mahogany, then we want to pass back mahogany. What's a couple of ways? If WT is the same as mahogany.
What's in the parentheses? Is that WT?
Yes, that's the parameter I'm using to pass. Okay, so if it's mahogany, then what we want to do is say that it's $75, so we could have a constant and just call it MAH or something. Then if WT is equal to mahogany, which is the one that we passed in, then we could say, okay, let's call this the coffee table. Coffee table is equal to because we want to make coffee table what we're going to multiply by. So we could say it's equal to MAH, and up here, just inside our function, let's define the constants here. So we'd say MAH equals float 75, and what's the next one? Oak. Oops. Oak, with all caps because it's a constant. Oak equals float 100. And then if weight is the same as mahogany, then coffee table equals MAH. Then we would use an else, right? Else if WT is the same as oak. And when you tell them to type in one of those in your input, you want to say use all lowercase, or if you want it to say if it's mahogany, capital M, if it's, you know what I'm saying, because it won't, when it compares, it's going to compare lower and uppercase, so if they type it in wrong, then it won't find a match.
Right.
Okay, if it's oak, now you understand this is just one way to do it. This is, you got to get the logic down first, though. Coffee table equals OAK. And that's the only ones that you need to do anything with. Because if it's pine, you don't even care, right?
Right.
So if it's not one of those two, then you're not even going, it's going to fall out. So there's the if else. And so then if you've just passed wood type, then you're going to have to do the rest of the calculation. Well, here's what we should probably put something in coffee table so if I'm going to put it down on another line so it makes a little more sense there. Then if it's not that, then it would be else. Actually, I wouldn't have to do another else. All I'd have to do is up here at the top, I would want to make coffee table equal to float 0 so that it's initialized so that there's a float number in there, right? If it doesn't fall in here or it doesn't fall in here, then that means it's 0, right?
Right.
Okay, so that's my function, and what I need to, then all I would need to return to my main is a coffee table. And I'm not sure how to format that in Python. Okay, so then my main that I had already, I've already coded, all of this would basically be the same except where you make the call. Go down here. I'm just going to put it because I don't want to type it. You really need to do it in pseudocode first, but I didn't here. So here's where the program would start. Print, welcome to our furniture store. We sell desk lamps. Input how many desk lamps. Input how many coffee tables. And then right after that, you put another print. It says print to the screen. What type of wood would you like the coffee tables? Is that typing? Oh, coffee tables. And then we could say mahogany, oak, or pine. Please use lowercase letters. And okay, so then on that one, I would say input, and that one could be my WT, right, that I'm passing. So I could just use, I'll just call it wood equals input what type, oh, I should have put that up there, right? What type of wood for your, I kind of doubled up. I wouldn't have had to do this twice. I misread that. That needs to be in quotes.
So let's say, okay, what equals input?
Okay, so now what do I need to do next? So I've got my input for the wood type. So before I change this calculation below here, what do I need to do?
Before you do the calculations,
Uh-huh.
what do you need to do?
I've just asked for what the wood type is, so what would I do next?
Shit.
What's this up here? When do I use this?
You have to use that before any calculations, right?
Right. So
That
what would
way,
be my next statement?
your next statement would be, oh crap.
This right here, where what you did over
Okay.
there.
Do
Only
what?
it'd be this over here in yours, only that I'm not using those same variables. So it would say,
Oh, okay. So you'd have to define your wood types, right?
well, actually, and how do I do that? I've already done that up here. So all I need to do is take what they input in wood, right, and pass it to this function as WT. So I make a call to that function, and then I'm going to return coffee table. So I'll put, what are we going to value? Cost. I'll put cost of wood. That's going to be what I'm going to figure. Equals, and that's what this is function's going to, the name of the function is wood type, right?
Right.
And I'm going to pass wood. And it will go into, so it's going to make a call to wood type up here at the top. It's going to pass whatever they input into wood into WT up here. Okay? Do you see that?
Yeah, I see it now.
Okay, so it's going to go in here and figure out what coffee table is, and it's going to pass this back to cost of wood, right?
Right.
Now I've got how much my wood is going to cost because I calculated it up here in my function. Or I didn't calculate it, I just, depending upon what their value was, I did that. Yeah, so now I've got the cost of the wood, so I'd take this, let's see, num1 is the lamps, right? So then num2 would be num2 times 155, or I can do, people interpreted that two different ways in my other class. It should actually be each table. So it would say num2, the cost of the, before you multiplied it times 155, it'd be num2 times 155 plus, what is it, cost of wood. Cost of wood. Oops. Right?
Right.
Now, is that right? Because I would do num, because then it's going to add 155 to cost of wood first, and then multiply times num2, which is really what I want to happen, right? Because I need to know the total cost of one table is going to be 155 plus whatever either mahogany or oak was, and then multiply that times however many coffee tables they wanted.
Right. But see, yours is in the variable form. Yours is all variables. Mine's all constants. Remember?
Where, over here?
My actual project one, remember I did it all in constants instead of variables.
Constants. No, you don't have any constants in here.
Like total lamps equals by lamps times lamps instead of what you have like sum equals sum 1 times 65, etc., etc.
Oh, okay, you want to put a constant for 65 and for 155? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I did, pretty much.
Okay.
If you remember my
Yeah, go ahead and change that. But try this. I'll post this in Evernote. for everybody to look at, and you can make changes to it. This is just kind of a rough draft, okay, of what, but this is more what the logic should be. I just took your code down here. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, well, see if you can put that, take this and put it in Python, because I know I didn't do all the syntax right up here. But you get the idea. I'll put this up here and say rough draft for project 2. All right, because I need to get this one form to them. So see what you can do on this, because this isn't near due yet. So just see, I'll save this and put it in file, save as. Oh, thing. There it is. Spring 15 CIT projects. Oh well, I left it on caps. All right, so let me drag that over here to Evernote.
You did put mahogany in quotes, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Let me go down here. The only thing you have to put in quotes is if you're asking them for a string or something. Let me see if I can get this down here. Okay. I guess I'll put it in projects folder. Example. Put all these caps. Example. Pseudocode.
Well, that's definitely strange.
What?
Trying to put it into Python and it's telling me my define function's an invalid syntax.
Open. Oh, that's not what I want. Copy. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to have to, let me finish this form. If you're still working on it, but I got to turn this form in before 7. I hope I haven't already missed them. Let me see here. For my class after this semester. So let me take you off. Where did my screen go? Oh, I know where it is. Okay, let me go back to screen share. All right, so.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Okay, let's see. I gotta finish this form.
Hmm.
Oh, shoot. Let's see. Shoot. Find my author here.
Valid syntax.
Okay. This, and then I'll come back. Okay. Let's see if this works. It's supposed to be. Oh, do it. Okay, I'm going to try to email this to them and see if they can print it.
Invalid syntax.
Oops.
E. Invalid syntax. Oh.
Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go see if this printed.
Define. Woof. Grady, shut up. Oh, you're my baby. You want a few moments? There you go. There you go, baby.
Thank you, you too. See, she didn't get it. Oh, I see why I sent it from that me one.
Hmm.
See why. Tell her. Maybe she got it that time. Okay, let me go check again. Okay, you still there, Cody?
Yep.
Okay, so have you're trying to put in okay, so put what you've got on the Google Drive and let me see if I can mess with. I just probably got huh?
Do what?
Did you say something else?
No, I just got an invalid syntax error.
Okay, well, or you can show me, but if you want to put it in the Google Drive, then I'll open it up and see if I can figure it out. Well, probably what I need to do, because I'm getting ready to have to go home, but I can look at it one more time. Actually, I was supposed to leave at 6. 6:30. So let me see. Where's it at?
There we go. Can you see it?
Oh, you just put it where I can see it. Just a minute. Let's see.
Well, I got it in the Google Drive too. So.
Oh, you got it on the Google Drive? Okay, just a second. Go back up there. Where's it at? Project 2. Okay, download. Here, I'll go back up here and share screen again. Okay. Students. Okay, so it's giving you a syntax error on
The mahogany one.
this one.
Yeah, the if WT.
I think you have to leave them indented over. Python is really weird about indents.
I tried the whole indent thing and everything. I've got them indented right now, and it's just throwing me fits.
Okay, if equals tables equals oak. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what it's saying. Invalid syntax. Okay, that's not on there. Mine's just saying it doesn't even start.
Yeah, that's what mine's doing too.
Okay, so it doesn't even get to the function. Oh, I see. It's on this. But if okay, I don't even think I have my Python here because there's something doesn't like. Let's see.
I tried to take it out of the quotes and
Oh, wait
everything.
a minute. Wait a minute. Where did you put? Okay, so down here, it never defines weight as a string. That may be part of our problem. Let's see. Cost of videos. Wood type wood. Okay, let's see if this is going to make any difference. It's probably the damn, I lost my run. How did I lose my run? I don't have my options. There it is. File, save.
Still invalid syntax.
It's okay. There's something else wrong. Doesn't like me. Let's do this. String. Table should be a float. Okay, so that's a float. That didn't give us an error, but let's see. Nope. It's not getting anywhere. Okay. I'm going to do something else. I'm going to make sure.
It does not like that line.
What?
So they really don't like that line.
No. Fine. Okay, I'm going to put that there. Save it. Save. Make sure this. Oh, it should stop down there. Okay. It should stop where the call is. Yeah, Chase. Okay. So it does like that part. It doesn't like our function. Wait a minute. Oh, look. Your function call should have a capital T. Oops. Didn't mean to do that.
I've done that before.
What? Find T1QE. That may be what the whole thing.
It still threw me an invalid syntax error.
Okay, so still doesn't like. Did you try it without the quotes?
Yep, still threw it too. It was like, nope.
H. I don't like that function. Just a second, I gotta call it. Just a second. I may have to look at my book. Let's see, okay, if we go out to... Hey, Megan, can you hit it tomorrow with Steve at 4? Yeah. Okay, I'll text him and say yes. All right, I just want to make sure I hadn't forgot something. All right, I'm still working on a program here, so I'll be there pretty soon. Okay? All right, bye. Okay, are you reading something that tells how to coding if else in? There's something that I'm missing there. That's 2.6. Python if else statements. Let's see. If expression statement else statement. Yeah, that I know. That.
This one did
Did we
something
put
right.
colons in there after the else's?
Yep.
Because you didn't have to do that on. I didn't after the if. That's what it is. See, look at this shows that you put it after the if also. So the quotes probably still need to be there. Like this. And then it should have a semicolon. I mean a colon, I'm sorry. File, save. No. Well, that didn't fix it, but it does need a semicolon. Okay. Okay, let me see if this says anything about elif. Look, it's elif. The syntax of the if-elif statement. That's weird. No, you can have else. There's else too. String. Let me see. Basic decision making. Try this. see. Functions. Okay, let me see if that's what. Wow, I know that's not a syntax. Oh, now it's a different syntax error. Look at that. I think what it was showing is I don't even have to put a variable in there. Oh, okay, let's see. Huh. Return outside the function. Okay, I got all the way down to the return now. That's what it doesn't like. Well, how is it outside the function? Maybe it needs to be back over here. File, save, logic. Aha. Do you see? Are you still there? Cody.